In this video, I am going to show you how to add a learning resource link to your Destiny Discover homepage. This link will be for the Abdo Reference Online. Abdo Reference Online features 3 Abdo imprints. They're field guides, encyclopedias, and early encyclopedias, and currently features 62 high interest topics. Now, to begin with, you'll want to make sure that you have received your token ID URL and your image from Abdo so that you have it ready to go when you need to add it into your learning resource. I have saved my image to the desktop so that it's easy to find when I need it. Now, I'm currently signed in as a library admin. I'm going to go over to More and then Admin. And on the left, I'm going to go to Display Options and Featured Content. Now, I have my school's home screen all set up already, so yours may look different than mine. However, we're going to focus our attention on column B and the learning resources. I positioned column B at the top so that it's right there for my students and staff to access quickly and easily. To add a new one, I'm going to edit my resource links by clicking on the pencil, and I'm going to go to the new resource link button on the right. I'm going to add the display name, Abdo Reference Online. I'm going to paste in my URL, and I'm going to add a description. Then I'm going to click to update to grab my image. I'm going to choose the file, click my image, and the really nice thing is Abdo already made the image 110 by 110 pixels, and so when I shrink it down, it perfectly fits within that white square, which is what's going to display on my home screen, and it's nice and clear and crisp, and I haven't lost any of that when I shrunk it down. And then I'm going to accept the image, verify that my information is correct, and I'm going to save the resource link. Now, because my options right now are in sort and display by custom sort order, it did show up at the bottom because when I add a new link, it automatically goes to the bottom. I can click and drag it up, or I can change my order to learning resource name, alphabetical list, and now it is at the top. And I want it up there at the top so that it is quick and easy for my students and staff to find it since it is my newest tool. Now, you might think that you're done. We've added the link, we've saved the link. However, we did not save our learning resources. To do that, you need to go back to featured content and you need to go to the bottom right and save. It is easy to forget that step, so make sure that you are going back to featured content and saving it. Then I can go back to my Destiny Discover home screen. It's not there yet because, of course, it's showing the cached version. So I just need to update it. And now there is my new learning resource link. One of the really nice features of Abdo is having that token ID URL and the image means I can add it to any of my learning management system and no additional login is required. Just to give you a brief peek at the Abdo Reference Online, I'll open that up. Again, it contains the field guides, the early encyclopedias, and the encyclopedias. I was actually teaching my 3rd graders about encyclopedias right as this came out, and I was able to show them what specialized encyclopedias have and how they have the same key features as a print encyclopedia, a general encyclopedia. And they were really excited to see all the different topics, high interest topics. But as a teacher, I know that these encyclopedias provide access for my students to do research with rigorous information and will have what they need. Another thing I happily discovered is that by showing them the online ebooks, my students got excited to check out the print copies of the books as well. Now, sometimes I might be worried since I only have one physical copy of the book, but I know that all my students are able to access any of the books on their iPads or on their other devices because Abdo has their unlimited access. So all my students could be researching different kinds of cats and they could all have their own copy to be working with. And if you haven't gotten a chance to take a look at the encyclopedias, they are beautiful. Um, just to compare the difference between the regular encyclopedia and the early encyclopedia, I'll show you the cat encyclopedia. A few pages of it. Start with a table of contents. They give you some history about cats, and then they start giving information on each breed. Each breed has approximately 4 pages with similar or the same headings for each one, so that if I'm, as a teacher, I know that I can have my students looking for that information and they're going to find it for whatever breed they're looking for. There's several pictures, but for a lot of my students, they were most excited that each breed also shows a kitten picture. Then they have several adult pictures and then that kitten picture. So that was the cat encyclopedia, but if I want to take a look at the early encyclopedia just to show you the difference, I'll open that one up. Again, starts with an introduction and then goes right into the breed. So you can see the headings are bigger, a bigger font. They just have the one adult picture and one kitten picture, where they're located in the world, you know, the shadow of kind of what size they are and what they look like, but still quality information and images for the students to use. So again, I hope you enjoy having access to the Abdo reference online and were able to successfully add it to your Destiny Discover home screen.